Delta today is putting out the call for a new uniform design again. You may remember the uniforms they got almost 2 years ago. Fashion designer Zac Posen and Lands' End were behind the design and production in Passport Purple. But shortly after employees started wearing them, the complaints started coming in. There's even a class action lawsuit claiming the uniforms caused hundreds of employees to have health problems like rashes, fatigue, headaches, even difficulty breathing. The lawsuit claims the problem is a chemical in the material. Devon Rahming takes a look at why it could be making people sick.
Hundreds of Delta employees have filed a lawsuit against Wisconsin-based clothing manufacturer Lands' End, the company hired to make these plum-colored uniforms, which first debuted in 2018. The complaints are all health-related, based on the materials used to bring the Zac Posen designed uniforms to life. And while they may look chic, some employees have complained of several severe health issues.
Certain dyes and resins that are added to clothing can also cause a rash and sensitivity, and those resins or dyes have a compound in them called PPD, which is paraphenyldimine.
The lawsuits claim the fabrics are meant to be wrinkle-free and stain-resistant, which asthma and allergy expert Dr. Hemalini Mehta says can lead to a number of health issues.
Wrinkle-free clothing has formaldehyde in it, and so that is a contact allergen, and so that can cause a rash and cause people to have skin issues and itching.
Some employees even claim the uniforms have contributed to respiratory issues and vocal cord dysfunction.
Anytime we're looking at respiratory issues, we're looking at something that's aerosolized. And there's no data that supports that the actual clothing can release enough formaldehyde in the air that would cause irritation of the vocal cords.
Delta says they're looking into a more natural-based approach for future uniforms, and in the meantime, employees are allowed to choose other options as long as they meet certain standards like color and fit. Dr. Mehta says when it comes to just how severe reactions can be, more research is needed.
We know there are certain things that trigger it, but there may be also other irritants that we haven't studied, that we don't know about, that could trigger it.
That was Devon Rahming reporting. The new uniforms are set to debut in 2021.